So we have two types of grass that we use in Arizona. We use a Bermuda grass and a perennial ryegrass. The reason why we use Bermuda grass, that's for our warm season. It can handle the heat from our crazy summers that we have. And then the perennial ryegrass is for the cool seasons, for the winter. In the winter, Bermuda grass will go dormant and it'll turn yellow. It's not dead, it just turns dormant, so it's yellow. So instead of looking at yellow grass and playing on yellow grass, we overseed with a perennial ryegrass, so you're looking at nice green fairways for the rest of the main season. Biggie that you have to do is you have to get the Bermuda to essentially take a nap, to go dormant a little sooner than it usually would, say, in December or January. So we start that process with, it's a process called scalping. So we knock down the Bermuda grass so you see that yellowish, real thin, short grass. And that way it puts it into dormancy. So the first step is to get the Bermuda to go dormant. And then the second step is to spread the seed. So there's a couple different machines we use, just a regular walk behind rotary spreader, drop spreader, which is just a walk behind. And then we have the larger equipment, which is our Lily, which is a big rotary spreader. And then the last piece of equipment we use is called the Gandy, and that's just a large drop spreader that we pull behind with a workman. So after the seed gets down, it's spread all nice and evenly at a certain rate, so it's a healthy rate. Then we just have to keep the seed wet and wait about 3 weeks until we can get to play on it. So the greens are a little different because the greens use a different kind of seed, a different kind of grass. It's called Terravita. It's a much smaller seed. The advantage of using that is actually you can go to a green's height, where with perennial ryegrass you can't get it that short. So the process is a little different because when you put the seed down, it's more likely when you irrigate it to flow off or to wash off with the irrigation. So you spread the seed very similar to how you would with the fairways or the rough. You know, you mark it, you paint it with the rotary spreader, and then after that what you do is you top dress it very heavy with just regular sand, and that holds the seed down onto the playing surface, and then it will germinate from there. You know, the way we always do our overseed is, you know, you look at the forecast, you look ahead, but you know, with a tropical storm where it was weeks ahead of time, that kind of deal, we just didn't know if it was going to hit us, not hit us, so you still go with the process of overseeding. And then what we ended up doing is we seeded 1 through 13, and then what we ended up doing is we just stopped for a day, let the rain go through. Actually, it was on Monday and Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we kind of recouped, got everything back together, and Thursday we finished up the last couple holes. So the tropical storm set us back a little bit. What happened is we got over 3 inches of rain just here on property, and what that did is that moved a lot of seed around on the fairways that we already had seed down on. The reason why it sets us back is it pushing that seed around. We then have to kind of move it back and kind of scrub it out so it's nice and smooth, or else you'll get this weird washboard effect. 1 week in, after a tropical storm and everything, we're actually in very good shape. The range looks really good after 1 week of seed, and 10 and 18 after 7 days. Everything looks really good, all things considered.